Talking Sex Radio. If you're good, she'll put a finger in your pooter hole. Talking Sex Radio, yeah.
Oh, welcome back to the Rev Mel Show on TalkingSexRadio.com, where real people talk about real sex with real kinky people. And today it is all about burlesque with a little bit of nunnery. So, because we have Sister Mary Wack-a-Do here, but we also have my wonderful friend and guest, Madam Sunset.
Yay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, okay, first of all, we got to get the questions out of the way. She's been on my show before. I've asked her the questions, and I'm going to ask her.
Last time I showed up drunk, though. This time I'm sober.
Oh, you were drunk the last time?
Yes. I'm sorry. That's why I was so...
Really?
I did. I showed up, and I was drunk. And I was like, when I was driving out here, I was like, wow, look at me. I'm sober. Going to the Rev Mel Show.
I didn't know you were smashed, Ola.
Really? You didn't?
No. Look at you blessing her. Bless her, my child.
It was sacramental wine.
Sacramental wine.
Yes, there we go. Sacramental wine.
Sacramento sperm.
Ooh.
Woo! So we got to ask the questions because we got to get these questions over. Then we'll get into how you got started. How old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was 15 years old.
15.
I was.
You were a late bloomer.
Yeah, I actually was just like, I want to have sex. I want to fuck. I want to get this thing out of the way. And I was a girl I was like the tall girl who like spent all her days at dance class and didn't really have a lot of friends. And I was like, I had no boobs, and boys made fun of me for not having boobs. So like, I was like, I'm never going to get screwed. And then, yeah, no.
But you made up for it.
Yeah, somehow, I got laid, and it was fun. I ditched school for it, too. It was fun.
Do you remember his first name?
I do, actually.
What
Well, his
was it?
name was Jackal, but that wasn't his real name.
Jackal?
Yeah.
Jackal, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, that was a fun experience, I have to say.
So you did complete intercourse?
Yeah, I went full on out. Actually, randomly enough, I wanted to be tied up the first time I had sex. And I wanted to listen to The Cure. I know how cheesy is that. So, yeah, I was listening to The Cure, and I was tied up. And that was the first time I ever had sex. It was fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were tied up?
I wasn't tied up that good, but I was, as well as, like, I think we were in ninth
scars
grade.
Or rope?
No,
or rope?
with rope.
Rope.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't get rope burn.
No, I didn't. I should have, but I don't think the person that I was with really knew what the fuck he was doing.
So did you also do your first blowjob then?
No, actually, I didn't. I did my first blowjob probably about 6 months after that. So, yeah.
She was on her knees in prayer.
Was it with Jackal?
No, it wasn't.
So Jackal was just a one
Yeah,
night
Jackal
thing.
was just after that. I was on the prowl. I knew exactly what to do. It was really funny. I was a bad girl. Yes.
Did you go on birth control when you were that young?
I was on birth control actually before I had sex.
Really?
Yeah, my mother was ultra paranoid. My parents thought I was already out having sex with every single boy that would call me on the phone, and so I was already on birth control.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was yeah.
So what's your favorite sexual position? Gotta ask these questions. I mean, last time we didn't have this.
No, we didn't last
intimacy
time
because there was lots of people and other people, and so so.
It all depends. I like to get creative. I have to say, basic position. I don't know, what would you call it? Like doggy style. I seem to like that one pretty.
Doggy style.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
Yeah.
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 It feels really, really good. Doggy style, because you know what? Whether you're thin like you are, or a Zoftic woman like myself, when you're on your knees and they spread you open, it's easy to get in and out,
Yeah, it's a nice one. It's a good one. I like it.
Look at Sister Mary Wack-a-Do.
Are you getting excited over here? Oh, wait.
I'm praying hard for your salvation.
Well, I'm a Jew, so I'm like one of the promised, the chosen people. Oh, really? Oh,
we got a lot of Jews in this room.
Yeah, really. Wow.
We're kinky Jews.
We're so dirty. Look at us.
Well, we have kinky. We have kinky Jew. We have kinky Jew group on TalkingSexRadio.com.
Isn't that an animal?
You need to hold the mic to your mouth.
Isn't that an animal?
Is that an animal? We are all animals,
Kinky
my
Jew?
darling. Yeah, kinky Jews. We are all horny animals. So, okay, we're talking about, I'm just getting the sex questions, then we're going to talk about, how she started, and then we're going to do some dancing. I'm going to get up and dance.
I'm excited about that, because last time I teased her about it, and she was like, yeah.
Well, you know what, my producer, Boogie, okay, God bless his little soul, okay, he said to me, you need to get out in the camera more. And I don't, because, we all want to be like that, 96-pound waif who's got no boobs and, who can wear hip-hop clothes and belly button showing. And you know what? Fuck that. I'm me.
Exactly.
And so I'm going to and I've lost 26 pounds.
Congratulations.
So I'm going to get up and thank you.
Yay. Woo.
So we're going to be able, so in 6 months from now, I want you to come back on the show. And she's going to give me another lesson. And we're going to put something really revealing on me.
You're going to get naked?
Naked? No. And we're going to see the difference. And we're going to match them two together. So we'll show that, a little bit of clips of this show, and we'll compare it in 6 months. And so everybody will see. And we're all sharing this together, which is kind of a really interesting journey. I didn't hide it. People have said, why are you telling people? Why don't you just tell people you went on a diet? That's lying.
Yeah.
The whole thing, honesty, truth, being transparent, sharing, that's what really life is about. So you masturbate, huh?
I do masturbate.
Every night?
Not every night. But gosh, just whenever I feel like it. But I'm really weird because once I do masturbate and I come, I get in this little addiction thing. I'm a very addictive person, I suppose. So then I'll want to do it and I'll go on a little binge. So and then I won't masturbate for a month. It's really weird. Oh, I'm so random.
Well, let's give it a rest now and then.
But give the pussy a rest. I think what happens is that when you masturbate, or when you have sex, it makes all these hormones are going down, and it makes you want to have more. It is self-love. I think masturbation is self-love.
It definitely is. I think it's very healthy, and I think more women should masturbate.
And men.
And men. I think men masturbate no matter what, though. I think a lot of women are scared, too. And I think that's... Because when I've gotten into these conversations, especially with, younger girls, or I've actually talked to my grandma and my mother about it, too. And I was happy to find out that my grandmother
Would your grandmother and your mother and yourself come on the show and we can all talk about masturbation?
You know what? I actually...
That would be so cool.
I almost had my grandma with me tonight.
Oh,
I tried to get her to come, and she was like, no, not tonight. I don't want to curl my hair, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so...
Grandma, no!
Yeah, you would love her. She's a great woman. But yeah, my mom doesn't like talking about that. My mom supposedly does not masturbate.
No.
So yeah.
My mother did. I walked in on her one time. It was pretty bad. Oh, Mom, please, no. Between my mother masturbating and seeing my father in his underwear with his big long balls, it was pretty bad. It was a pretty sick. That's why I'm so demented.
Oh, my mother never masturbated. My mother never had sex.
She was a nun.
She was a Virgin Mary,
Your mother was a Virgin Mary. Sister Mary Wack-a-Do. You know what? In Hebrew, you know what the word virgin means. Do you know that? Do you know what the translation of virgin is?
No.
In the Hebrew language?
I don't.
Which is the first 5 books
School me.
What?
School me.
School you. It doesn't mean someone that has not had sex. It means a young woman. Isn't that amazing? And it's amazing that it's been attached onto that she had to be a virgin. No, it just means a young woman. And the Hebrew language has not changed since the beginning of its development and when they first started speaking it. So it's pretty true to be exact.
Well, they've added a few words like computer, electric dildos, batteries,
the Torah,
credit card,
yeah.
Oh my
internet.
The Torah has added words to it, or just Hebrew?
I don't think we had the internet when the Torah was written.
Well, there is a speaking of the Torah, there was a little village in China that has been for 300 or 400 years was isolated from any place else, from any part of the other world. And when they rediscovered it, they found out that they were on the same page of the Torah as the rest of the world, because people really don't realize that the Torah is read. It's completely read, and they don't stop and then go to it. They just keep reading it and reading it and reading it over and over again. And they were on the same pages in there. Let's talk about sex tomorrow. No, let's talk about. Okay, you were this little flat-chested girl that wasn't getting kissed and sex and were you kind of geeky? Or no, you were a dancer.
Yeah, I was a dancer. I was just, I don't think I've ever really been understood, to be honest. I know I wasn't understood at that age either. I think I was kind of oh, thank you. I know.
Oh, the nuns consoling her. Isn't that sweet?
But I just didn't get people, and I didn't really care to, so I don't think I fit into the whole junior high school thing for that.
So you took ballet and tap and jazz. You love jazz, didn't you?
Yeah, and hip hop.
Yeah.
Then I actually left high school early and started studying at Fullerton College in their theater department, because I said, fuck high school, fuck the politics of being that age. And
I did that too.
Yeah, I went to college, and so, yeah.
And that went credited toward your high school, didn't it?
I graduated high school through a homeschool. Through a home study program while I was going to college, and I was studying, and those credits were going towards college.
Oh,
yeah, and then yeah.
You and I have more in common than I thought. Whoa! But you started a lot earlier in sex. I was 18, but I was a late bloomer. So you started when? What's amazing is that burlesque today is taking on a whole new life.
Yeah.
There are so many burlesque companies here in Los Angeles. Like I had that one, that group with the big white wigs.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wanted them to take off more clothes. They were kind of a little bit disappointed. They wanted more clothes off of it because they didn't. It just a little showing thing.
Yeah.
But everybody is starting to go to these burlesque clubs.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a big hot thing in here in Los Angeles. If you're not in Los Angeles, you guys should, you could hire her. And what is your website or email address?
The best way to find me right now is www.myspace.com/madam, and that's MADAME Sunset.
And she is going to be joining Talking Sex Radio because she was a member. She has not. Before she leaves tonight, I'm going to tie her to the chair.
I actually tried to join last night, and I was having all sorts of difficulties. I was going to talk to you
about
that.
You got to scroll back up. That's what it is. Most people, when it doesn't go through, they don't realize to scroll back up and to check to see what they didn't do right.
Well, maybe I am a member then.
And we'll check. We'll check. But you're going to join. So you took dance classes. You
did theater. I got into lots of trouble. It was great. So much fun.
You slut, you whore.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was all in good fun.
Good fun?
Yeah.
And then, how did you start? What inspired you to do burlesque?
Well, I was kind of at a point in my life where I was sick of going to auditions. I was sick of being one of the cattle and doing these stupid dance routines to hip hop music, and really theater for me didn't really work out. I never moved to New York, and I never had the greatest voice, so I didn't really know what to do with everything that I had trained in and put a lot of my years of my life into. So I had a friend of mine who was in a band, and he said, well, why don't you choreograph a music video, find a friend that dances. And at the time I was teaching a lot of dance. So I found this girl, and we did the music video, and then after that he goes, why did you guys put together a stage show, to open up? And this is before burlesque was where it is now, I do have to say.
Wow.
This is before Dita Von Teese married Marilyn Manson, and it went bam.
Wow.
And so we started doing it, and we started studying more about burlesque, and we did a show out in